Hi Emma, hi Rose. So, sorry, it's been a while for this video, but it's here nonetheless. Um, this we're gonna be going over since we went over the letters because I gave you those cards so that you can practice them. Because the more you see them, it kind of sticks. But you don't have to know how to spell them. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna learn the phrases. Um, Basically about when you're going to the store and you're buying stuff, because that's mainly the most important thing. So the first word, we're gonna go over family, and then numbers, and then colors, and then modifiers, and then we'll make phrases, and then you can watch it as many times as you want, and you can go back and forth as often as you'd like. So the first word, we went over this last time, is gu. So the word gu is I or me. So depending on whichever one you want, it's I or me. Go is you. I'm gonna highlight these every time. I'm not gonna. That's good enough. And C is the next one. So C is father, but then when you put a modifier in front of C, it becomes husband. So when you put gu C, this translates to my father or dad. Okay. If you want to say my husband, you say gu. Oh, let me actually put that down here so that you can see the difference between the two. That's a really ugly orange. I'm sorry, I'm just being picky. But let's make it. No, that's horrendous. Yeah, much better. So when you want to say my husband, you say, that is a tiny little font. Let's go to 24. We're gonna go gu tu si, which equals my husband. So when you're saying, when you're in a store and you go shopping with Dawn, and and they go, oh, tụi nói có tụi chị lo. It's weird because if you're not paying attention, you might hear, oh, is this your dad? But the modifier tu changes it changes to possessive. So is this your, not dad, but the father? Is this the father? So when you don't have the modifier and you say Gutsi, that's my dad. When you have the modifier, it becomes more possessive. Gutu, so it is mine. So my father, my husband. So it becomes my husband. So same thing with Nia. Nia is mother. But the Nia, when you put the modifier on it, it becomes my wife. Oh no. So the wife is a little weird because there's two modifiers now. So it's a little strange. You know, this is just for when you're advanced and you rewatch this video, it'll make more sense. But this is why we say certain things and you're like, why are there so many extra words? It's a modifier, and so because when your vocabulary isn't so broad in a way, you have modifiers, and it's a little bit easier, so that you don't have to have a different word for each person, so it makes it easier. So if you know that Nia is mother and then the mother of my child, you just modify that, instead of saying a completely different word for my wife, my mom. So Nia is my mother. When you put the two modifiers, gutu, so mine, it becomes a possessive in a way. And the Bonia is female. It becomes female now. Bonia is a term for female, that woman, that girl, that lady. Pick whichever one you want. But gutu Bonia. So it becomes my wife. Bo in Hmong is a term for female, so it becomes female. So my female wife, in a way, if you translate it literally, but the phrase is kuduponia. So husband is not because lao is rooster, male rooster, and then or male chicken, but male chicken is a rooster, and the pokai is a female chicken, which is a hen. So that's where it kind of derives from, but you don't say kutu loti because it's kind of weird. But kutu ponia is fine, but I digress. Anyways, but that's how it says. Your husband's kutsi is my dad, kututsi is my husband, kunia is my mom, and the kutu ponia is my wife. Okay. The next one is in Thai, which is it's a little harder to say because you have the t. It's a frontal teeth thing. It's a it's like a sigh, but you make a t with it. So like a t, like a. It's not a s. It's a t, and so you say the t sound with the h sound. So it's Thai. So it's a breathy type of sound. So Thai, Thai is daughter, or daughter, or girl, because but usually daughter, because somebody can go, oh, Thai, can you do this for me? Hey daughter, hey girl, can you do this for me? You don't say hey you, because that's kind of rude. I think most cultures. So again, modifiers, gu, tu, Thai. You don't say again, because that is your daughter. You say gu tun Thai. If it's somebody's daughter, say oh, tu no, this. Again, tu is kind of possessive. It's a possessive modifier. Tu no, which we'll get to. Hyoko tun Thai, which this individual is your daughter. So you can switch gu tun Thai, go tun Thai. My daughter, your daughter. Okay. So the next one is tu, which looks like tub, but it is son. It's your son. So again, same concept. Go to tu, and then you have go to tu. My, your. Why are you? Anyways, this is my, this is yours. So my son, your son. So you have the two modifiers. Um, oops, I spelled that completely wrong. Ignore that part. So, you know, I got a better way of doing this. I'm gonna leave it. So, next is menu. Menu, which I believe you used it. You explained it to me before. You already know this term. So menu is child. It's generally singular. Again, if you add a modifier, it becomes plural. But we'll stick with this for now. So you put kutu min. Did I spell that right? Yeah. It looked weird for a while. It looked weird for a while. I was like, did I spell that right? Menu. So kutu menu. Go to menu. So my child. Kutu. Go to your child. So those are the two. Hmong people. So this word is for the store, and the store. Since Hmong people are you know, came to Laos and then Thailand, we use a lot of Lao and Thai words interchangeably. So most people say tala, you know. So but the original, if you want to be proper, you could say ku, but you can just say tala, and it's Hmong people know what you're saying. So you don't. That's not even a word. Sometimes I say ku, and people are like, "Oh, you, oh, I guess you know a lot of Hmong. You know, you're so snooty." But tala is perfectly fine. But the correct term is ku for store. But it's fine. Tala works perfectly fine. So this is a phrase. It's a really important phrase because cost. You know, the cost of something is always important when you're learning a different language. So, boja is how much. So, bo. So it's a high and then it goes low out. So it goes bo, and then ja goes kind of down. So boja is how much something. So you can say. Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna get there yet because we're gonna get to the words. And then we're just going over the words right now. If I give you too many examples, I'm gonna throw you off. So ki is cost, how expensive. You can say how, you know, oh, this is so expensive. You know, ki is used for that term. For that situation. You say poki, you know, is this, you know, jo literally means less. So jo, how less it is, but in a way, but it translates to that, but it is how much. Poki is ki is expensive, so is it expensive? So boy is kind of a modifier. So, and we'll get to putting sentences together. So next is numbers. You know, we went over numbers last time. We'll go over it again. E is 1. So E. I wish I could like have an x-ray so I can show you what my tongue looks like from the side and the front, because a lot of this is just your tongue. A lot of the Asian language is the tongue. So your tongue has to fold a certain way and be touching the roof of your mouth a certain way. But E is 1. All is 2, so all. Bei is 3, so bei. So 4 is blau. So you got a P and L, but again, it's, you know, don't think about that. It's just to help you remember with your flashcards when you're when you're putting the words together, but you don't have to remember what each one sounds like. Seeing it kind of puts the words together. Oh, that funny word, that's 4. You know, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know it's 4. When you go to, like, if you go to buy something from a Hmong store and they have it in this, you go, oh, that's number 4. It's number 3. So G is 5. We have Dao. Dao is 6. And Hia is 7. Yi, this one dips down. Yi is 8. This one goes up. Gyuo. So gyuo is 9. Gao is 10. So, and then we have Ipo. Ipo is 100. So Hmong is pretty easy. I think it's kind of like Chinese. It's just kind of like Japanese. It's just kind of like Korean. I think, I'm not sure. I've never taken Korean, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty similar. So it's the same. It's, once you know the base numbers, and then you just, Spanish is the same way too. So you have Nengao, which is 20. You know, so it's Nengao I, Nengao A, Nengao B, which is 21, 22, 23. Just like 21, 22, 23. You know, 20 is 20. 30, which is 30. 30, 31, 32, 33. You know, so same thing. So Peikyo is 30. But you can hear the bay in there. So you can, when you hear the modifier, it's usually, oh, that's 30. So ipo, bo is the modifier for hundreds. So ipo, a bo, bei bo, blau bo, ji bo, do bo, hia bo, yi bo, yo bo, and then it's not go bo. It sounds right, but it's ipa. You know, so it goes back to the modifier. But you can say ipako, which is 1010, or ipoko, which is 110. Okay? So those will come in handy when we do the modifiers and we make sentences. This is bothering me. I'm going to make that all yellow. So it gets weird. I don't know if you guys do this in Laotian. But I think most Asian people do this. You have different modifiers for different objects. So a bottle in Hmong is bo. So anything any bottles is bo. I should put call in here too. So this one is cup. So bon is for a bottle. So if you say anything, like if you want a bottle of water, you put ipo, oppo, bepo. So, oh, I forgot. I should have put this yoa, which is buy. Yoa is to buy or to want. Excuse me. Dai is a modifier for flat things. So so Hmong isn't, depending on what region you're from, you can pronounce it slightly different. Hmong Lang, they say tlai. Hmong Dai, they say dai. But then they can also say dai. I dai dao, which is one piece of paper. Or they can say I dai dao. So depending on what region they are, they modify it a little bit, the last letter at the end. But I dai is for flat things. So papers, pamphlets, menus. Color. You don't even need, we use the Lao Thai word si. But the word, if you want to know, the correct Hmong word term is ga. So ga is color, but say si, and they're like, oh, okay, they know exactly what you're talking about. So that one, freebie. No, So this. So we're not talking. So no. So a lot, depending on how you use certain words, they're they have a lot of what is it? Homonyms? Is it homonyms? Homonyms. So na is also cold, but na is also this. So you say kana this, kana that. Ka is the modifier. So again, so we got to dao. Dao is literally paper, or that over there. So but we're using it in this case as that for our sentences. So dao. Oops. So ka is cup. So you don't say ipong day for a cup of water. You say ikade, you know, because if you ask for a bottle, they will give you a bottle of water and not a cup. So bong, ka, dai. So paper. Okay. So next is colors. You don't, this is if you want to just, you know, boost up your Hmong a little bit, but you don't have to, because Hmong people have been in the US so long that you can just say for color C, and you don't even have to say the color. You say C red, C green. Hmong people will know what you're talking about, purple, you know. So you don't even need to know these, but I just have these for you in case you wanted to learn. Lia is red. Njua is green. Sia is blue. Da is yellow or orange, depending on the person. They will say da, like the two colors below here. They will call both of them da, because yeah, in a way, you know, if you think about it, orange is just a dark, deeper color of yellow. Just sing is purple. And most people don't even know this. I didn't even know it until I looked it up. I just say see purple. I know this one. Ba yang is pink. So see ba yang. Ba yang is pink. This one's easy. Du is black. Da is white. So that's why you have Hmong du, Hmong black, Hmong da, Hmong white, Hmong jua, Hmong green, Hmong zai, which is striped, but that's something else. So okay, so we're gonna go over all the words and we'll make sentences out of them. Okay, so oh, I should move these over here, and then let's go over this one. This one is to have. So mo is have. Do you have this? Do you have that? Have. So I don't have, I do have, I've never had. Mo is to have. So okay, so let's say you go to the store, right? You go to the tala, you know, and you meet a lady and you say, you want to say, oh, this is my husband. So you say the modifier tu, which is possessive, no, so this, do not, it becomes this. Yo is yo is correct, but this one is, in this instance it becomes this one is gu tu si. So you've got all these modifiers. So you say tu no yo gu tu si. This is my husband. Okay, so you got tu no this. The tu no becomes this. Yo is correct. You know, is. This is my husband. Tu no yo gu tu si. And then you can do the same thing. You say tu no yo gu tu po nia. So tu no yo gu tu po nia. And it becomes this is my wife. Again, when you take away the modifiers and you don't put in the possessive modifiers, it becomes tu no yo gu nia. Okay, so this is my mother. So you see that? You see the modifier? The modifier goes from tu no yo, this one is my wife. This one is my mom. So you don't say tu no yo gu tu nia. You can. It's not wrong, but it's not usually used. So it's not correct in a way. So you say tu no yo gu nia because tu is it changes the word after it. And a lot of this is just memorization. So it's you memorize it as is. So tu no yo gu tu pa nia, tu no yo gu, you know, tu zi, and then again with that. So tu no yo gu tu si. This one is my husband. Tu no yo gu si. This is my father or father-in-law. You know, it's the same thing. Tu no yo gu nia. It could be your mother-in-law. So, but it does. You know, once you get married, they are your mom and your dad. So that's why we say it for both. I don't want to get into mechanics because then you can say, if you want to be specific, like this is my birth mother, you say tu no yo gu nia you kia, or tu no yo gu nia you. So this is the mother who gave birth to me, basically, if you want to be specific. But you can say, you know, tu no yo gu nia, tu no yo gu si. So again, tu no yo gu tu si. This is my husband. Tu no yo gu si. This is my father. Same thing. Tu no yo gu tu cai. Tu no yo gu tu tu. It becomes the same thing. So you just substitute, you know, each one of these words. You know, tu no yo gu tu cai. Tu no yo gu tu tu. Tu no yo gu tu menyo. So you go to the store, they generally ask that. And then, you know, if you say, they say, oh, what do you want to buy? You know, so that usually comes by, is followed up by cosa your dachi what no, I'm not gonna put that because it can translate as cosa yorachi can translate to what do you want to buy or what are you looking for, depending on who it's coming from. So that's why we have the modifiers. We have ka sa, which I did not put in here. I should put that in here. But whatever. But sa, to want, your, to buy, to have. Dachi is, I think that's one word. Yeah, dachi. So, what do you want to buy? And then you respond with gu, sa, yo, and then you can pick up the item, and you can say kono, and that is I want to buy this. So it's pretty easy. The sentence will be said to you, and you can respond with exactly what they said to you, and then you just modify the end just a tiny bit. So again, they say, "Ko you sa yo want to buy what?" Dachi. So, what do you want to buy? Oops, I spelled out completely wrong. And then you respond with gu sa yo, I want to kono, buy this. Or you can say, you can modify it, ko no, I want to buy that. So, kono is this. Honda is that. So again, just listen for it, and they will tell you already what you need to say to respond back. And you don't even say, and then when you get to a point, you don't even need to say, "Oh, gusayo." You don't even have to say that. They say, "Gusayorachi," and you say, "Kono." Oh, I didn't realize I was streaming. Hi, thanks for following me, Kenshin, GTFO. I wasn't expecting to stream this, but okay, Hmong lessons for anybody who wants to join. Okay, so that's a modifier, and then again, you can always change, your modifier. You can always modify it. Again, the question is, if you go to a restaurant, they will say, "Kasa norachi no is eat, kasa yorachi, kasa horachi drink." But usually you go to a restaurant, they go, "Oh, what would you like to order?" So it's kasa yorachi at a restaurant is also not uncommon to be said. So what do you want to order? What do you want, basically? And it translates to what you want. So you can say, they say, "Kasayorachi," and you're at a restaurant. You can say, "Kusayo I call day." So I want to buy a cup of water. So call, you've got your cup, and then you can change call to bon. So ippon de is a bottle of water. You can say gusayo, if you're at a let's say you're looking for the shiny silver and gold papers with the red square diamonds to make paper money and stuff, you can say gusayo irainda, paper. So they will let you, they will lead you into it, and then you can always just follow up with the same question and put it into a statement by putting I, what do you want? I want this. Okay. Again, back to the what do you want to buy? What do you want to buy? So let's say you go somewhere and they say, "Oh, kasayorachi," and you say, "You don't want to buy it yet. you want to shop around because it's kind of expensive sometimes. The first person you meet isn't always the best price, so you want to shop around a little bit because there's always going to be different vendors who sell the same things. So you can always just skip to the shortcut. You say "Kana ya bo j." How much is this? Okay. My lord, I am. Okay. "Kana ya bo j." How much is this? That's kind of a long way to say it. Most of the time we say it in a slang way. So we don't even say "Kana bo j." We say, you can say "gi," which is expensive. You say "Kana bo gi." Is this expensive? But "jo" is, again, when I was telling you earlier, "jo" literally means cheap. And so you can say "Kana bo gi." You can say "Kana bo j." So you can say "bo j," how much? This is how much, or this is how expensive. Modifiers, different modifiers. Because sometimes if it's expensive, they go, "Oh, 기요," so you need to know. So you say, "Oh, kana bo j," and they say, "Oh, 기." 기 is important to know that it's expensive. So since you already know kana bo j, and they say, "Oh, chiki," so it's not expensive. Or nichuja, so you know the word j already. So you go, "Oh, okay, it's cheap," and then you can ask for the price. And then they say "이돈, 어돈, 배돈," so, or "배교, blau돈." So Duan, I believe, is Laotian and Thai as well. Again, back to "Kasayorachi." Basic question. "Kasayorachi" or "Kantiarachi," what are you looking for? You can say "Ka bo mo kana." Do you have this? Oops. So sometimes they don't have the things that you want and you're looking for, and generally the ladies are really nice and they will direct you to the correct vendor. They'll direct you directly in the direct direction, and so you can take. It's always good to take your whatever you're looking for as an example with you. So let's say, totally not sponsored, but let's say you bring this and you say they say, "Oh, kasayorachi," and then they say, and you say "Kapo mo kana," and you take it with you. Or you can say kana, you can just say this. If you don't remember what she said, the first part, "Kapo," kasayorachi, you don't remember the "Kapo mo," you don't remember that "Do you have?" You say this, kana. And they say, "Oh, chimo, so if you go to the lady over here in room B, she'll have that for you." So, and then you can always just show them, what the box or whatever you're looking for, and they're more than willing to say, "Oh, in English back, $5, $4, $10, $20." And then let's say you want it in a let's say you want it in a specific color, and because let's say you wanted to buy bunkles for your daughter, and they have a yellow one, and you want, let's say, a red one. Oh, that's kind of, how would I phrase that? you can say ก็ปัวมัวยอเลีย So do you have this in red? So let's say this is just a simple version. There's multiple ways to say this. This is just a simple way of saying it. So that you when you get there and she says, oh, what clothes are you looking for? You can say, if you touch it and you say, you can just say, do you have red? And they will understand, that just like somebody in broken English, how much? And then you say $10 and they go $5 and you go no 10. So it's like it's this, even though it's kind of broken, they will more than likely be able to work with you and try to help you. So do you have it in blue? Do you have it in yellow? And then if you don't remember purple, just say purple, red. Those Hmong ladies, they're the vendors. They know numbers as well. English, they're usually pretty good, unless you get the really the ones that are fresh off the boat. Please don't get offended, anybody out there. The ones that are kind of fobby and they just came from Thailand, they don't really know English, then you're gonna have to bust out your Hmong numbers. But most of the time, you can say red 2, like you want 2 outfits, then they can kind of understand you. I think that's it. I think that's all we went over. Anything, let me know, Rosemary, if I skipped anything and there's anything specific that you want to know. But yeah, so these are modifiers, and you say do you, I have, don't have, G is don't. That's also a good one to put in, which I didn't put in because it's a little confusing. But that is once you get more advanced, we'll go over those modifiers and stuff. But for now, what do you want to buy? And if you're looking for the bathroom, just say Hongna. It's the same thing. Hongna is Hongna. Toilet is toilet is toilet. You can just say Hongna, and they say, oh, Hongna you're no, or that no is this way. It's over here, and usually they have a key. Some places you have to ask for a key, so they'll give you the key usually, or they'll just show you the bathroom where the bathroom is. So, all right, Rosemary and Emma, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned lots of Hmong, and I will try to get out a video soon to try to explain to you about what else you need. Let me know of a scenario that you need me to teach you a couple of phrases and words so that you can put sentences together. All right? Oh yeah, you too, Dawn. All right? I will see you guys next time in the next video and continue learning Hmong. All right? Bye, Emma!